Alright, this is my first unboxing video, and I'm going to let y'all know exactly who this came from. It came from MarvelLegends.net. Dude hooked me up, got me with some decent swag, so I hope everybody enjoys this. Now I'm going to do this a little different. You know, I'm a comic book head. I read all the comic books, so I understand, you know, the action figures that they release and who we're seeing. But I'm going to give y'all a little bit of history on each and every one of them. Let's do it, because I've already unboxed it. Stop looking at my name. First, we got, and I'm going to do this from most boring characters to the most exciting characters. First, we got Wally West, Kid Flash. Yeah. This is the guy that grows up and becomes the Flash. He's not the first Flash, but he grows up and eventually becomes the Flash that we all know. We all see him on, you know, Young Justice, things of that nature. Wally West. A little kind of boring, but hey, superhero. Next person that we got. Bam. Superboy. Yeah. This is Superboy from the 90s. Take note to the leather jacket, the goofy glasses that pass for shades, all of that. Real name is Kon-El. He is a Superboy clone, similar to the one that we see on Young Justice today. His name is Connor Kent, but it's the same Superboy. They just revamped him, made him a little bit different for the modern era. No big deal. First featured in Reign of Superman. It was him, Steel, the Eradicator was the guy with the, you know, the blue blocker glasses on, acting like Superman. Couple other dudes, but this is one of them. Superboy. Next we have the Parasite. Parasite's history is this. He was basically a dude who was working as a janitor at Star Labs, and some shit spilled on him, and he basically had the ability to absorb all of the powers and abilities of whoever he came in contact with, their energy. So he focused on Superman. Bam, we have the Parasite. He's really not that important of a villain, because you can live with or without him as far as the DCU is concerned. But he's a dope-ass character, dope-ass action figure. Bam! The Parasite. Next up, we have Etrigan the Demon. Etrigan the Demon is basically a character who goes all the way back to King Arthur. He was a person in the human form who was basically taught the mystic arts by Merlin the Magician. Now, King Arthur has a sister whose name is Morgana Le Fay. Morgana Le Fay is one of the only characters that appears in the DC universe and the Marvel universe as the same person. You know, in the DC universe, she's the person who's trying to take King Arthur's throne and bring her son to power. But in the Marvel universe, she's the person who basically has taught Doctor Doom all of the mystic arts. He time traveled back to that period, met up with her. He actually had sex with her, and she fell in love with him. And she taught him the mystic arts. But she's one of the only characters that appears the same person in the DCU and the Marvel U. Bang. Who else do we have? All right. We have Victor Freeze, commonly known to you guys as Mr. Freeze. Now, Mr. Freeze, real name Victor Freeze, was an individual who was working in a lab. Basically, you know, he wanted to preserve his wife, you know, and find a cure to unthaw her. So he tested himself, ended up freezing all of the bones, veins, and everything else in his body, and became Mr. Freeze. But like every other boring-ass character, He blames Batman for his issues and wants to take it out on Gotham City. And continuously, Batman kicks that ass and thwarts whatever his plans are. But in terms of a toy, this dude is dope. Now, if you look at the sculpt on this dude, he got the same boots, actually the same legs that the Lex Luthor in full body armor has. But when you get up to the top, the arms, chest, head area, even the gun this dude carries is totally off the chain. Victor Freeze. Now it's about to get a little bit interesting. Stop looking at my boots. We have Terry McGinnis. Terry McGinnis is basically the guy that we have come to know and love as Batman Beyond. Now, the interesting thing about this Batman Beyond is before there was ever a Damian Wayne, there was Terry McGinnis. Terry McGinnis is basically a cloned DNA version of Batman. For any of you guys that watch Justice League or have watched the show, you'll know. Terry McGinnis is a DNA replica of Batman. Amanda Waller, who was in charge of, what's the name of it? Ooh, I'm drawing a blank. But anyway, Amanda Waller basically took Batman's DNA and she basically implanted it into an individual. When he had sex with his wife, he did not secrete his own DNA. He secreted Bruce Wayne's DNA into his wife. Whole, total, mental makeup, everything is the same. And they came out with Terry McGinnis. He actually ended up finding Bruce Wayne, who was the original Batman, and this guy taught him everything he knows, which gives us Batman Beyond, Bruce Wayne's first original son. And my man actually hooked me up with a lot of swag. I got the mask. I actually have, the little bat boomerang, everything. He put it all in the pack. Bingo. Dope. Yeah. Next we have Ultraman. Ultraman, for all of you guys that don't know, is the polar opposite of Superman. For all of us that have watched Crisis on Infinite Earths, this is the guy who is Superman's opposite on, a parallel universe. There's the DC Crime Syndicate 5-pack that's out at Walmart for like $37 right now. Anybody got it? They want to hold it for me till I get paid? I'll snatch that up off you. But anyway, this is the first version of Ultraman. He's got the red eyes going on. He looks pissed. And for anybody wondering, I'm in my daughter's room. So if you see all the little, Polly Pockets and the little baby doll houses and all that, it's not mine, it's my daughter's. But anyway, I chose to do it in her room. So, but back to Ultraman. Ultraman is the polar opposite of Superman. So for all of us that have seen the movie, they travel to a whole nother universe, blah, 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 whoop-de-bam, this, that, and the other. But this is the first one that they actually released from that pack. And the one that we see in the 5-pack now does not look like this. Face looks the same, uniform is different. But this is Ultraman from the original Crisis on Infinite Earths. To go along with that, I have, bam, Alexander Luthor, who is the polar opposite of Lex Luthor from the exact same series, which is Crisis on Infinite Earth. Read the comic book, stop relying on the movies, and read the comic book. But he's a polar opposite, basically. At the end of the day, he is the leader of his universe's Justice League. So all the heroes are villains, and all the villains are heroes. Yes, yes. Lex Luthor. Now, the coup de grace to all of this, because I'm just showing you guys an empty box right now, but the coup de grace to everything that my man Dave sent me is the one and only, something I've been looking for I have no idea, since it first came out, is my man, the one and only Solomon Grundy, complete right arm, right leg, left leg, head, torso, the entire 9 yards. Solomon Grundy, for those that don't know, is a Batman villain. He basically was a mob hitman back in the day. Something happened, and I really can't explain it because I've been drinking, that basically gave him the ability to come back from the dead, and he is basically a walking zombie. Not really that smart. He gets manipulated by Lex Luthor too many times to count, but he's one of Batman's pinnacle villains. For anybody that plays any of the villain or the Batman games, Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, Solomon Grundy, born on Monday, is one of those guys. And that definitely concludes my unbox video. I got some nice swag from my man, Dave at MarvelLegends.net. He definitely hooked me up, and I will definitely shop with him again. Prices are reasonable, and you be a goddamn fool to pass on anything dude got on sale. Trust me, everything is complete. It ain't got to be mint in package, but it's definitely complete.